Was the other day years old when I found out that the reason why so many female Egyptian mummies are a little bit more haggard, a little bit more abused, a little bit more tattered than the male Egyptian mummy counterparts is, quite simply, men have been trashed for millennia. They've been trashed for a long time. Not all men, but a lot of men. In order to stop necrophilia, they had to let the female dead bodies decompose a little bit longer to discourage non-consensual sex with a dead body. Y'all been trash. Y'all been trash. Y'all been trash. It's not all of you, but it's a lot of you. That's crazy. Y'all been trash. What the hell? What?
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? This is the example right here for you, anime girl. That's in my chat. That's what that does. But you see the difference is when a man says it, he got proof. We have proof that most of y'all ain't worth the thing. But a woman, when she goes on there and says all men are trash, the only thing I think of with my logical brain is that she's talking about the men that she chooses is trash. Because there's a lot of good men out there. And if they end up turning out trash, it's because of you. Because most men are getting the best out of a woman when they treat them like trash. But when you treat them like a princess, like a queen, like the black queen or the white queen or the Latina queen, guess what? How they treat you? Like trash. So pick one. Do you want to be a good woman and have a good man? Or do you want to be a bad woman and have a trash man? Which one? Stop calling all men are trash when it's the men that you choose. You see, when a man tries to choose a woman, right? He chooses what he thinks is a good woman, but guess what? It's the bait and switch. So she seems like she's a good woman. She pretends she plays the role of a good woman, but 6 months later, guess what she turns into? What she's always been. A thought. That's the difference. Trash men show you that they're trash at first. We don't lie. Maybe some of us. But you can see that we're trash, right? We don't have a job. We don't have a car. We're on welfare. But then you still pick him, right? But the difference is a woman will be trash and show you that she isn't trash and she acts like she's good. But then you end up figuring out that she's been trash the whole time. She's been a thought. She was just playing the role of a good woman. But y'all listen to these women on TikTok. Y'all listen to that, right? And then y'all keep on listening to that, and then it gets hardwired to your brain to think, oh, all men are trash. So then how do you treat them? Like trash.
I love how guys
Can't make this up, bro.
Not all men. But then we'll proceed to say shit like, it's not that I don't trust you, it's that I don't trust other guys. And then they'll be like, get home safe. Safe from what? Ghosts? Other women? Huh? A bear?
Nigga, what?
Running home from school with my keys between my fingers when I was 11. Not all men, but I was called a slut for wearing shorts in the summer when I was 13. Not all men, but I told you I didn't want to, but all you cared about was my tits rather than the tears streaming down my face. Not all men, but I was catcalled in leggings and a stained hoodie when I was 15. Not all men, but my coworker was calling me beautiful.
It's all men, guys.
Not all men, but 4 different men kept staring and taking pictures when I was alone. Not all men, but every single woman.
Between saying all men.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, anime girl. That's the media. The media is trying to brainwash you to hate all men and to think all men are like that and to fear all men. Stop listening to the media. That's the problem right there. Y'all listen to the news and girls on TikTok and social media, rather than just thinking outside the box and using your own head and thinking for yourself. You rather let somebody else think for you because that's convenient for you. That's why. That's why it's so easy to manipulate women. The media, they have been manipulating y'all for years. The news, social media. Y'all are too easy. Y'all such an easy target. So easy. Let OnlyFans say, oh, get on our platform. We'll pay you $1,000 every month if you sign up and start doing content. Most women would apply for that, for the money, because y'all are that easy to just wheel in. Y'all are that easy. A toxic man can say, "Oh, I'm in love with you," when he constantly shows you that he's not in love with you and that he cheats on you constantly and brings other girls around you constantly. But then you think, "Oh, he said he loves me," but then he still cheat on me, because y'all are that easy. Y'all are that easy to manipulate. Does that make sense? It's because you think with this. Sorry, not this. The heart. You think with your feelings. That's why the media is y'all are so easy to manipulate. Is because y'all think with y'all emotions first, and then y'all think with logic last.
And some men, but my lovely lesbian queen.
This is such a brain dead take, but I am explaining to you why it's wrong.
Oh boy.
We as humans generalize things all the time. The example I like to use is when we say, be careful around ticks because ticks carry Lyme disease. No one says, well, not all ticks carry Lyme disease, because logically we understand that enough ticks carry Lyme disease that you could be infected. Now, personally, I'm a radical feminist, and I have never once heard a woman who has said, all men are rapists. So that's just disingenuous to place that ideology onto us. But when we speak up about women's oppression and women's abuse, we obviously know it's not all men. But when 1 in 3 women in their lifetime are either raped or physically abused by a man, it is enough men. That is enough men to make all women afraid. That is enough men that when I'm walking home alone at night, I have to assume it's all men to keep my...
Let me point out the red flags, guys. For one, which I have nothing against this community. The flag in the background. Listen, bro. If then she said she's a radical feminist. These are the people that our women, Gen Z women, are listening to. So when they see this and they see all the thousands of likes, the millions of views that it gets on TikTok, because TikTok is just a brain dead app, right? Where people literally watch the same TikTok, or kids watch the same TikTok about 100 times until they're done. They're listening to this and then they're taking this as the truth. So when they think this is the truth, they go out and just treat men like we are just some sick animals waiting to jump on our prey. This is not okay. This is what I'm trying to keep men away from. And women. Because if y'all start following this ideology, the future of our woman and the future of this society is not going to be a good thing. Because you need a man and woman to procreate. If y'all end up being scared of every man, what is that going to leave our society with? If y'all start demonizing every man and start thinking every man is out here to get you, when we're not out here to get you like that, and you let 2 bad apples, 2 bad men ruin your experience with all the rest of other men in the world. That's dumb. That is dumb. That's like getting robbed once by a black man, right? And then assuming and generalizing all black men that you would get robbed by every other black man that you come in contact with. That's not fair. That is not fair. But TikTok is going to continue to push this propaganda, this message, because you know why? This sells. This is profitable. The community, the flag community, that's profitable. Feminism, that's profitable because women buy into that. You tell them something they want to hear, that's what their agenda or how they feel, they're going to buy into it.
Myself safe. But when men like you sit on this app and make our pain and our abuse and our oppression about yourselves, it is helping no one. We know it's not all men, but it's enough men to keep us in a constant state of fear, and that's how oppression works.
If men did not exist, I would go to the store like this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Men didn't exist, you wouldn't have a dress like this, nor a phone like this, nor a thing on the back of the phone like this, nor your hair like this. If men didn't exist, guess what? You wouldn't live in a house like this, and you wouldn't have a mirror like that, and you wouldn't have good infrastructure, and you wouldn't have 99.9% of the inventions in this world. So stop saying if men didn't exist, because if men didn't exist, you wouldn't be here, nor would I be here. Because guess what? You need the seeds to hit the egg to get a child. So stop saying that y'all don't need men. Because most of y'all don't even know how to change a tire. Most of y'all don't even know how to unclog a toilet. Most of y'all don't even know how to cook ramen noodles on the stove. Most of y'all don't even know how to make some Kool-Aid. Most of y'all don't even know how to clean a computer, how to put together a table. Most of y'all don't even know how to build something from the ground up. So stop the cap. Y'all need men. Do we need y'all? What do we need y'all for? Let me guess. To make a baby. Other than that, I can cook, I can clean for myself, I can build for myself, or get somebody else to do it for me. But y'all need us way more than you think. Because y'all constantly say, oh, we need men to protect us. But then y'all say y'all are independent women. So which one is it? Do you want to be independent and not need a man? Or do you want to need a man that protects you? Which one? You cannot have both. You can't be an independent woman and then want a man to provide for you. It's not how it works. Choose one. Stop trying to go in the middle, be neutral. Independent woman lifestyle, be single for the rest of your life, be alone and die with cats, like Kevin Samuels said, or be with a man that takes care of you and be feminine. And stop being argumentative.
But men still do exist, so I'll go like this.
Not all men!
Yes, we know.
Here's why Not All Men is trending. On March 3rd, Sarah Evergard was walking home to her house in London when she was abducted and later found.
And guess what? In Anime Girl, you say this is cringe, but this is what's popular and trending on TikTok. TikTok is a feminist app. This is what's popular on their app. This is what gets millions of views and makes TikToks millions of billions of dollars. Fellas, this right here, which I have nothing against them, this is what society wants men to turn into. They want you to be soy, sir. They want you to be effeminate. They want you to throw out your masculinity out the window. They want you to be a male feminist. They want you to be a part of the community. They are pushing this heavy. That's why they promote content like this.
Dead. When the people found out about this, the police sent out a statement warning all women to not go out past dark. The problem with this is women aren't the issue, men are. So why punish women?
Nigga, what?
And for
So every man's the issue. So just because we had a few rotten bad apples, we have to have curfew for every man. Let that be the other way around though. Let that be for women. Let you try to tell a woman, you gotta be in at this. This is sexist. I can't go to the club and be a thought. I have to support my children. I'm a single mother. So now you're gonna punish all men. It's always the men's fault. It's all men's fault. How about it's the man's fault that decides to commit that heinous crime? Why does every man have to be punished for the few bad apples that decide to do terrible things to those women? This society is so backwards, and these women always like to talk about, oh, equality. You don't want equality. You just want special treatment.
Problems men have created. Jenny Jones, a member of the House, realized this and proposed a bill that would set a curfew for men so they couldn't go out past 6. What men retaliated with was, not all men. Completely missing the point she was trying to make, which was, you don't have to change women to fit the needs of men. Don't change women, educate men. And
AKA, don't hold women accountable and blame it on men. AKA, let a woman do whatever she wants to do and then blame it on a man. That's what he's trying to say. That's what TikTok is trying to say. That is the message and the propaganda they are spewing to these young women and these young men. I'm against this because this is not positive nor productive for the society. For people to think like this. This is what's the problem with social media. And this is why social media is more brainwashing than the actual media, CNN and TV and stuff like that. Because little kids, because I believe the TikTok demographic is between 12 years old to 15 years old. So little kids are watching this, and then when they grow up and they actually, they actually start to believe and have other values and start to find themselves as an individual, they will be like this. That's my problem. It's pushing it and shoving your propaganda and your ideals on other people. I don't do that. It's either you accept it or you don't. I'm not going to say, oh, you don't believe in me, blah, 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 go burn. No, I don't do that. It's either you are willing to listen or you're not. But I'm not going to push my ideologies on you. They want you to be just like this young man right here. Or whatever he decides to identify as. I don't know. Hey, I don't want no smoke.
And the thing is, you're right. It's not all men. But do you objectify women? It's not all men. But have you ever begged someone for nudes? It's not all men. But do you assume someone is lying when they told you they've been
Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Probably you.
Say you are in a room with 3 people, and you were told that one of those people is a serial killer. So there's a 1 in 3 chance that you may get killed if you stay in that room that night. Are you still staying? Of course not. And of course not all of the people in that room are serial killers, but there is enough of a chance for you to be cautious and leave.
That's a terrible analogy.
That is what we are saying.
That's a terrible metaphor.
1 in 3 women go through sexual assault in their lifetime. Of course it is not all men, but it is enough of you guys that women have to fear. And when you defend yourself talking about not all men, you just look like the creeps that we are trying to avoid.
Huh?
Bruh.
What? So let me get this right, guys. If you say that that's not me and that's not all men, she's going to look at you as if you are that man. The amount of brain cells that I have lost while watching this video is ridiculous. And I'll never gain those brain cells back, and the people that are watching this will never gain those brain cells back. And you know what? I was gonna roast your appearance, but it's not even worth it. It's like you are just so below me in your intelligence level and your IQ. It's just not even worth it. I'm just gonna move on.
Tyler, 22, walks into the hospital, shaking his ass like pillows on a turbulent plane. His toit Armani suit hugs his member like a cinnamon roll aching to come out of its packaging. Pop, pop, pop! I can objectify him because he walked into my line of sight. I need a doctor. My balls deflated. He whispers into my ear. He had strong arms that could cradle me and change my flat tire at the same time. Chill out. If he didn't want to be degraded, he shouldn't have left his home. I tell him I'm not a gynecologist, but
I'm not gonna lie. Women like this should even have access to any type of social media. If you're posting cringe shit like this, you should just you should not have access to any type of social media. Please never make something like this ever again. I have lost brain cells. This is not funny. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like this, they blow up stuff like this. So once they get all these views, they think they're actually funny. You know what I'm saying? They think they're actually talented, but you're just an idiot at best. That's it.
I could take a look at.
Sub weights and a guy at the gym had to show he can do it. Give a strong woman a place. I mean, honestly, it looks like you should belong in the NFL. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I think the Dallas Cowboys should pick you up, and that's with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? I respect women, and with all due respect, I believe that you are in the wrong profession. Whatever profession you in, you know what I'm saying, maybe a nurse or whatever, I believe you need to go to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I think you can be a good, you know what I'm saying, defensive tackle, maybe a good center or a nose or something, anywhere on the offense or defensive line. I think you could fit in really good, and you might go pro, you know what I'm saying, pro bowler or a future Hall of Famer, bro. Oh, she's so strong.
So I'm reading my textbook.
Oh my God.
I literally just found out the most messed up thing. Basically, there's this part of your brain that helps you recognize the difference between like a person and just like an object.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
So if you're walking down the street, then the activation of this part of your brain increases because you can recognize them as like a living, breathing thing with like feelings and emotions and whatnot. Whereas if you were like looking at a lamp, the activation would decrease, obviously. So here's the messed up part. So they found that in really sexist men, when they saw a picture of like just a regular woman, the activation of this part of their brain went up, like normal. But if she was dressed even the slightest bit provocatively or even posed in a certain way, the activation in this part of their brain decreased, meaning they no longer saw her as a living thing with thoughts and emotions. They literally saw her as an object.
You're a fucking idiot. I gotta say, you are actually a fucking idiot. So let me break it down for you. We are men. So when a woman is dressed provocatively and she's showing a bit of skin, of course we're going to like that more than a woman that is dressed regularly, right? That's just men nature. Just like how y'all would prefer a man that's 6 foot tall that has a 6-pack, 8-pack abs, right? We have preferences. We like certain things. You don't look at her as a human. Oh my God, you just sexualize her and I mean she did do it to herself. Am I not supposed to get this raging testosterone, this raging hormone? Am I not supposed to be attracted to that? Am I just supposed to be like, oh man, oh God, put some clothes on. Oh man, like what is this, bro? Like, I'm done, bro. I can't. I'm losing so many brain cells, bro.
Like
this shit.
Like, oh, you objectify
this shit is
women.
sad, bro.
They actually, in their brain, only see you as an object. Like they don't even recognize you as something that has thoughts and feelings.
Guess I gotta educate y'all some more. For my guys.
That's all well and good, but can we talk about how men will literally not listen to anyone but a man explain women's bodies? Like, it's getting really ridiculous because this information that is going viral, women have been saying, even the doctor last week talking about the cervix, a woman had to stitch him and say, no, he's wrong. Because it was going up to the...
That was really up to the point. Like, how about you sleep? It looks like you haven't, your bags are so deep under your eyes. It looks like you haven't slept in 3 years and 20 months. How about you get some sleep? You're too young to be having bags that look like that under your eyes. How about that? See, now I gotta roast you. Because you know what's funny? There's just so much, just like my brother Iron Sword said in the chat. There's so much hate towards the opposite sex. Like, y'all actually hate us. Y'all think that us men hate you? No. You see, there's a difference. We expose what y'all put on social media. We expose female nature. We hold y'all accountable. That's not hate. Matter of fact, that's love. You know how that's love? Because when we hold y'all accountable, we want y'all to see the flaws within yourself so you can be better. That's love. That's not hate. That is love. But what this is right here, This is hate. This is saying, men don't listen to women, and a woman found it first. Who cares who found it first? So just because a man says it, that just makes it makes it invalid? Who cares? Who cares? And guess what? I seen her TikTok before. This woman has 1 million followers. So to say that people aren't listening to what these young women are saying on TikTok, these delusional feminist women are saying on TikTok, that's ignorance. Because millions of people are listening to these views every single day. And she gets paid to spit BS out of her mouth.
The point where it's like, this must be fact, but no. Once
Toxic.
again, a man is not the expert on women's bodies. It's still us. But when we talk about it, nobody cares. The only videos that go viral talking about women's bodies are men. And it's so confusing to me. It's getting so ridiculous because the people who are teaching the information the most are nowhere near experts on the topic. Ask a woman. But y'all would rather die than listen to a woman talk about her own body and believe her.
And y'all would rather die than to listen to a man and to lead you in the right direction. Y'all would rather die than hold yourself accountable for anything that you do. Y'all would rather die than to say that I'm wrong and you were right. Y'all would rather die than to give up social media. How about that? Y'all would rather die than to give up your guy friends for your current boyfriend that loves you. Y'all would rather die than to tell the truth about your ex-boyfriends and to say I cheated, but instead you say he cheated on me to make yourself look better to the current man that you're talking to. Y'all would rather die than to be honest with the man and be upfront.
You would rather die. And it's getting ridiculous. I'm wondering if we could get a grip.
I lost brain cells, bruh.